Hello, learners. You're welcome once again to another episode of our virtual lessons. We are going to learn mathematics for basic 5 and then collecting and handling data as our main topic. And after the lesson, what we want to achieve is what? To draw a double bar graph and also read a double bar graph. So we are going to learn two things at a go. We have learned how to draw bar graphs, right? Using what? Information, using data. So we are going to, this one, the difference is just double. So instead of drawing only one bar, we draw double, two. Double means what? Two bars at a go, at the same place. So we're going to use the information, okay? So first example, let's talk about the example. The data below shows the average test in Maths and English for basic 5 what class in Maths and English. Maths and English for basic 5 class. Maths and what? English for basic 5 class. Okay? So now these are the data test. In the test, let's see this one cut, this one for someone, so test. So test 1, test 2, test 3. And test 1 in English language, you score 70, and then test 1 in mathematics 2, you score 60. So you see, two subjects moving together. That's why it's double. So test 2 is what? 50 in what? English language, and mathematics is what? 90%, right? And test 3 in English we have is 80%, and then maths is what? 40%. So now let's move on quickly to draw our bar graph. For you to draw it very well, you have to indicate your key. You have to what? Indicate your key. So you know that the key, when you say the key, is going to show the color you are using for the what? For the bars. So let's say English, you can use red color for it, and then mathematics you can use black. But at the moment I'm having only black color, so I'll use black, okay? I'll write the subject in the bars so that it will help us to indicate the type of bar it is. Okay, so first of all, we have learned how to draw the y-axis and the x-axis. It's very necessary. So make sure that you draw your y-axis, that's the vertical line, and then draw your x-axis as what? Your horizontal line. Indicate the axis, the y-axis, and then what? X-axis. Now, we have the information here is what? From the list number is 40, and then the last thing is 80. So doing this, when you use 0 from 0, you move to 1, and move to 2, you move to 3. When you reach 100, your graph book will not even count up to what? 100. So what will you do? We have to use a scale that will help us to write it, to indicate what? Be able to reach what? The maximum number given to us, okay? So we are using the scale, and the scale we can use here, that's the interval. You see the graph, the deep place. The interval there is 1 centimeter, okay? It's 1 centimeter. So what we can do here is that we use what? 1 centimeter to 10 units. 10 units means that when from 0 we move to what? 10. From 10, 20 to 0, then move to what? 10. Move to 20, 30. Are we seeing that? 40. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. This can help us to draw our graph easily. So now we have the test 1. So let's quickly draw the test 1 bar for the both what subjects. So test 1, we have 70 for English. So let's quickly locate where 70 is on the what? On the axis. Let's locate this our 70. So quickly let's make some what? Lines there so that it will give us what? The direction. So now we have this. These are 17. These are 17. So now we draw a straight line towards to end it, to end the bar. But that is where we want to end. So this for what? Which one? Which subject? English. So English. Now, it's double, right? Because the two of the subject are moving together. So now we do what? Mathematics. So the mass 2, let's draw this bar. And it's what? 60%. 60. So let's move to 60 column. So we are drawing our bar. Make sure that is straight. So this is which one? This is mathematics. It's mass. So this is double bar. This is what? Double. So you see one bar and the second bar. So making up 2 bars at a go. So let's move to the test 2. Second test, test 2. Test 2 is 50 and what? 90. So first English language is 50. So let's locate where our 50 is on the y-axis. So this is our 50. So quickly, we draw our bar. This is our bar. This is our bar. So for English language. Then the second bar for maths, okay, test 2. So it's 90. So test 2 for mathematics is 90. The person scored very good. That's excellent. So this is 90. So you can indicate from here. The graph will help you to what? To locate the line easily, okay? So let's draw it. Return this one. So this was maths. Now, test 3. So this is 90. So look at you see that it's 90. And this is what? 60 for test. This is 50 for test 2. Let's move to test 3. So test 3. Let's move to test 3. It's 80 for English language. Test 3. 80 for English language. 80 for English language. Test 3. So where is 80? We locate our 80 on the y-axis, and then we draw our bar to the end of it. This one 80. This is which one? Which subject? English. Then let's move to the second subject, which is maths, and that one is what? 40%. Let's score 40% in mathematics. So quickly, let's draw it where 40 is. Let's locate where the 40 is on the y-axis. So are we seeing that? Good. Since double bar, you will see that it's double lines, double. Always you have to see it's double. This one just to indicate, to direct us to our what? Our maximum data then. So this is for what? Maths. Make sure you use color to what? To indicate to the key. Don't write the subject inside like this, but rather use the colors. Let's say this is red, then this will be black, red, black, for the subject like that. Now we have this information there. We have used the information we have there to what? To draw a bar graph, and this double bar graph. We are going to read this information to answer the following question given to us. Okay? To answer the following question given to us. First of all, first question. Which text had the highest score in English language? In English, the highest one, score. So in English, let's check and locate where our highest score is. Look, highest bar. So this is English. So you see that this is the highest bar in English. So it's what? Test 3. That is test 3. So in English, it's what? Test 3. Good. Which test? Number 2. Number 2. Which test had the least score in maths? Which test had the least score in maths? So the least score in mathematics. So locate the least bar, the smallest bar in mathematics. Is which one? Look at it. So it's what? 40. That is what? Test 3. Test 3. The same test 3. Good. Now, number 3. Which subject had the least average score? Which subject had the least average score? So now let's move to the least average score. Which subject? Yes, which subject? Look at it. Which bar is very less here, very small here? Which bar? Look at the bars. So you can see that this is the least bar. So which subject? Maths. So maths. So write our maths. Okay. Now the fourth one is saying that. Fourth one is saying that. What is the difference in the average score of maths for test 1 and test 3? In what? Maths for test 1 and test 3. To find the difference, you always subtract. To find the difference, you have to always subtract what? The highest figure. Subtract the lowest figure from the what? The highest figure. So where is the test? Let's say test what? 1 and test what? 3 in maths. So these are test what? 3. These are test 3. And it's what? The lowest figure here is 40. And then the test 1 is what? 60. Have you seen that? Test 1 is what? 60. And test 3 is what? 40. So which one should we subtract from which? So we are going to subtract the lowest one from the what? The highest one. Difference means subtraction. So the average score for test 1 and test 3 is what? So 60 minus which one? The 40. Okay? 60 minus 40. So test 3 is 40 and test 1 is 60. So you subtract. Subtract and tell me the answer quickly. Quickly. 60 minus 40 will give you 20. So our average score now is what? 20. Good. Our average score is what? 20. Have you seen that? Good. So, what have we learned today? We have learned how to what? To draw bar graph. And this time is double bar. And you've seen that the two subjects are moving together. So we have to draw the double bars for them, double bars for them. Make sure that you leave the what? The intervals. And we said that it's what? Equal intervals. So here to here it might be the same and the same thing. Okay? So we are bringing the lesson to an end. We have also read what? How to we have read the graph and used to what? Answer the questions that they gave us. I love you all. Goodbye.